Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Gururo with a new video titled Timeline for International Students Plan to Study Abroad. The idea of studying abroad is exciting but can also feel overwhelming. From choosing a school to gathering their documents, international students have a lot to juggle. Knowing what you need to do for your school applications and having a study abroad timeline can put your mind at ease. Actual deadlines can vary quite a bit depending on the institution's specific program or level of study. You can generally find particular application deadline on school websites and our platform. Still, much more goes into an international student study abroad journey than just that final application. To get you started, our pre-submission team has put together a study abroad timeline you can use to guide your journey. Please watch the video till the end to gain complete insights, else you will go with half-baked information. Number 1. Consideration. Shortlist schools 1 to 2 years before start date. The first step in every student decision to study abroad is considering which school they will apply to. This is a crucial process and the choice can be time consuming, so the sooner you start, the better. Start by considering what region you want to study in, factor that might include luggage, cost of living, reputation, or the availability of specific programs. If you can, you should start researching a shortlisting school about 1 to 2 years before your intended start date. Once you know which school you expect to apply to, make a checklist of any required document and start gathering the ones that will take the most time. Before moving ahead, I would like to let you know that Gururo has tied up with top international universities and offers all courses across all continents except Antarctica. Check the link in the description to get a free consultation to get your dream university. Gathering documents. Some documents take longer to collect than others. You may need to take a test or submit a request to receive them. Here's how far in advance students can start gathering these documents. Ready. Final degree and diplomas. 1 to 2 years before applying. Most schools like to see a student last degree or diploma with an application, but we see students trying to submit theirs with just provisional certificates. Unfortunately, many schools won't accept these, so students should collect final degrees and diplomas from previous schools as soon as they are available. Most colleges and universities issue final degrees and diplomas within 1 year of graduating. Despite this, we have seen many cases where a student did not go and get theirs on time, meaning they did not have their final degree or diploma when applying to a new school. To avoid this, get yours from any school you have previously attended as soon as possible. In most cases, there will be within the first year of graduation. Official transcript. 1 to 2 years before applying. The same guidelines apply to transcript. The ideal time to request your final transcript is after receiving your final results. Depending on the school, this can take a long time, so requesting transcript far in advance is highly recommended. Most schools require official transcript to be mailed to them. Waiting until the last minute to send official transcript overseas increases the risk of missing submission deadlines. Starting this process at least 1 year in advance will give you and your previous school enough time to prepare things. Next one is entrance test. For example, GRE and GMAT. 6 months to 1 year before applying. Booking a GRE or GMAT test can take months depending on the availability of seats. Because of this, booking these exam month in advance is essential. Preparing for your GRE or GMAT can take a year or more. So plan to write your exam at least 6 months before applying to a school. Letter of recommendation. 6 months to 1 year before applying, most higher education institutions will request letter of recommendation from international applicants. You can get these from teachers and employees if you have work experience. These letters should speak to your strengths and weaknesses, which is why they must be written by someone who have worked closely with for an appropriate time. Applicants should start building relationship with the people they want to get a recommendation letter from at least a year prior. It's essential to network with professors or supervisors as much as possible in advance. After some time, people share that you are planning on studying abroad and will likely need recommendation letters from them. Once you have shortlisted the school you would like to apply, you should start getting letter of recommendation from any references you are networked with. ask for the notes at least 6 months in advance. It can take a long time for reference to prepare those later. The next one is financial documents, 3 to 6 months before applying. Financial document like bank statement must be up to date. Usually from within the last 3 to 6 months, you can plan when you will need to request these from the bank based on the school's requirement for how recent they want your bank statement to be. Getting these documents from bank is generally straightforward and you should be able to get them the same day you submit your request. Although this might vary with different banks and countries, it will help to understand your bank's process and timelines before requesting any documents. Credential evaluation, 3 to 6 months before applying. Many schools require credential evaluations to establish the equivalency of a student's previous coursework obtained in a country outside Canada or the United States. This can be done through AICE and NACES member organizations like WES or ECE. Or document B, Y document, a course by course evaluation typically take about a week to process after you submit your document. Still, the timeline can vary based on what company you are using. When shortlisting school, it's best to confirm if they will require a credential evaluation so you can start your credential evaluation application 3 to 6 months in advance. Next one is English Proficiency Test example IELTS TOEFL PTE, 2 to 4 months before start date. IELTS scores stay valid for 2 years after your exam date, but you should ideally complete yours about 2 to 4 months before your intended start date. You can expect to receive your result 2 to 3 weeks after taking your test. Getting an exam date can take longer than expected due to limited availability. So booking your exam a few months in advance is recommended. Notarisations and translations of document, 2 to 3 months before applying. School will sometimes ask for certain document to be notarized by a sworn lawyer to ensure their legitimacy. You may also need to have original document translated into English by a declared lawyer if they are written in another language. These translations and notarizations can be done 2 to 3 months in advance, so have enough time to ensure their accuracy and completion. Statement of purpose, 1 to 2 months before applying. International students can start working on their statement of purpose right after they have shortlisted a few universities or colleges. The content and length of this SOP will vary based on school requirements. Starting your SOP after shortlisting school will help guide your writing. You can use this information to dig into each program's unique requirements and customize your messaging. This also gives you plenty of time to brainstorm ideas, write, review, and revise as much as you would like. Submission, prepare your application package 3 to 4 months before start date. This study abroad timeline should be based on the intake schedules of a shortlisted school. These intakes can vary greatly. For some school, you may prepare your application well in advance but not be able to submit it until a month before the start date. Determining the deadline for each school will help you plan your timeline accordingly. Once you have gathered your documents, you can complete application forms and get your package ready 3 to 4 months in advance. As soon as the school begins accepting the applications, you will prepare to send yours in. So guys, that's all for today's video. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Comment your thoughts in the comment section, and if you want more video like this, consider subscribing our channel, hit the bell icon so you never miss any update from Gururo. Thank you. I will see you in the next video.